Welcome to a new Livelox tutorial. In this video we will learn how to use the analysis tool in Livelox to analyze your arrays more in detail. So the first page that you have is the replay mode. In this case we are looking at the Finnish long distance championship final. You have a replay mode which allows you to replay the race. Have a must start from the start, or for each single control you can also have a must start. But if you want to go more in depth in your analysis, the leg analysis is one of the best tools in Livelox. What the leg analysis does, it takes in consideration every segment or every leg of the race and shows all the GPS routes to the control or to more controls, as we will see. So for example, the green marking is the faster and the red one is the slowest. In this case you can also see, once you click on one person here on the left part of the screen on the name list, when you select the person you can advance by clicking and see where that specific person was in comparison with the others. So for example, we can see that here we have Lauri, and when the first guy was near to the control or approaching the control, was Lauri was still a little bit back. This is especially important because you can see on each point have a actual ideas of where you were during the race and where the best runners and the fastest was in that specific time. We can also have a subsection of each leg. To do so, we can use the section or custom leg button up on the top part of the screen. And what the button does, it allows to section part of the legs or more legs. In this case, for example, we want to see who was the fastest runner to reach the cliffs here. So we select the custom leg tools, and we just draw from the start to the cliff. And we can see a crop part of or a section part of the leg, and on the left part we can see who was the fastest and the slowest to reach that specific part inside the actual leg. We can do the same also for other legs, but we can also use multiple legs. So in the legs analysis we can see like one leg at the time, but with the custom leg section, again we click on it and we select from the start to control number 2. And in this case we can have a leg analysis for 2 controls. This works also for all the controls, for part of the controls, so for many custom sections that we want. And the leg analysis is great when we have and we want to compare multiple tracks. If we want to go more in details and see our own track compared to the best one or to a specific guy, then our tool of choice is the Duel. As you see, the selection in the leg analysis was also kept on the Duel, but we can also use a just control by control analysis. So what the Duel tells us in this case, when you have a dotted line, is it means that the route of the two runners was similar, so they were running on the same area. And when it's a full line, it means that their route separated, and for each of these parts, Livelox automatically calculates the time gain or time loss. Time gain is in green, time loss is in red. And this is a very good leg, or a very good example. So we can see that our participants, so in this case is Aro against Francis. So Aro started quite well out of the control, so he was a little bit faster, but then probably due to some compass mistake, or like a wrong direction, he kept on running and had to take a small detour, which costed him 10 seconds compared to Francis, who instead went more on a straight line toward the control. But another part, like that they did slightly different, didn't cost anything. For example, here one went on the right of the null, the other one on the left of the null. You see there is a small difference that we can see from the GPS, but is in terms of time gain and time loss, it costed like 0 seconds, so it was not such a great loss. But these small details, like this leg analysis, we would not see it in the normal leg analysis, so we need the Duel tool to actually see every small bit of the race. And we can do this for all the legs in the courses. We can pick whatever, and we can also choose on the left panel who we want to compare with. And in this case, if you have like a small crown, your participant, so the top runner that you select here, will always be compared to the best runner on the leg or on the section. But in the case that we want to always compare Aro with Topias, then we can lock it, and all the legs will be compared in the analysis only between the two of them, so not with the actual best of the leg itself, but always between the two of them throughout all the race. As it is for the leg analysis, we can also have custom leg, we can have some more specific session. So if we want a custom section, again, we can put custom leg in the tool and just draw. For example, here we have control from 4 to 6 and have the dual analysis for these two controls. And of course it works also for the entire course, so we can have like an overview of our performance or the performance of our athlete friend or whoever we want to compare in Livelox. The advanced analysis is not only good for beginners, but especially the dual is good for elite runners. As we saw, the elite runners are usually after the small gain, where you can gain the small seconds to be on the top, to be the best, and the dual analysis really help you to do that, to see where you actually lost some small seconds throughout the race, or where you gained them, and see which are your strengths, which are your weaknesses, where you should have pushed more, what was the deal why you had this mistake. That's all for today's tutorial. See you in the next Livelox tutorial.